ابتعد.
لماذا فعلت هذا أيها العملاق؟
أنا فقط من يجلس هنا.
الجو جميل جدا اليوم ومناسب لأن آخذ قيلولتي خارج البيت.
ابتعد.
لماذا فعلت هذا أيها العملاق؟
أنا فقط من يجلس هنا.
هراء! لقد أتيت قبلك وكنت مستلقيا هنا.
حسناً، وماذا في ذلك؟
ماذا؟ الساحة كبيرة جدا وليست ملكا لك وحدك، هل فهمت؟
ماذا؟
الجو جميل جدا اليوم ومناسب لأن آخذ قيلولتي خارج البيت.
الجو جميل جدا اليوم. The weather is so nice today. جميل جدا means so nice or beautiful. For example, المكان جميل جدا. The place is so beautiful. ومناسب translates to and perfect. For example, هذا مناسب. This is suitable. Now let's observe the structure of the first sentence. الجو جميل جدا اليوم. The character is making a statement. He's saying that the weather is nice that day. He describes the weather using the word jamil, which is an adjective. But in this sentence, jamil does not function as a typical adjective that modifies a noun. Why? Because adjectives in Arabic must agree with the noun they describe in gender, number, and definiteness. However, jamil does not agree with the noun al-jaw in definiteness. So, what is the role or function of jamil in this sentence? The word jamil functions as khabar, the predicate. In English, that means it tells us something about the subject. So, why are we calling it khabar and not just an adjective? Because the speaker isn't saying the nice weather, which would be a noun phrase. He's saying the weather is nice, a complete sentence with a subject and a predicate.
ابتعد.
ابتعد means move. For example, ابتعد من هنا. Move away from here.
لماذا فعلت هذا أيها العملاق؟
لماذا فعلت هذا أيها العملاق? Why did you do this, giant? The word عملاق means giant. Normally, when you say العملاق, it literally means the giant. And in this kind of sentence, it would usually work as an adjective, like saying, why did you do this, you giant? But in this case, العملاق is actually being used as a nickname for the person being addressed. That's why the translation becomes, why did you do this, giant? With giant acting as a proper name. Also, notice the word أيها before العملاق. This is a vocative particle in Arabic. It's used when you want to formally call or address someone, especially with titles or descriptions like this one.
أنا فقط من يجلس هنا.
أنا فقط من يجلس هنا. I'm the only one who sits here. The word من in yellow is very interesting because it's frequently used in Arabic. It has two common functions. As a question word meaning who, for example, من فعل هذا? Who did this? As a relative pronoun linking two parts of a sentence meaning who, whoever, or the one who. For example, أكره من يكذب. I hate the one who lies. In the sentence أنا فقط من يجلس هنا, the speaker is saying that he is the only one who sits there. So من is used as a relative pronoun to refer to the speaker himself. That's why the verb يجلس is conjugated in the third person singular masculine, as if you're saying أنا الشخص الوحيد الذي يجلس هنا. I am the only person who sits here.
هراء! لقد أتيت قبلك وكنت مستلقيا هنا.
لقد أتيت قبلك وكنت مستلقيا هنا. I got here before you and I was lying here. We're specifically interested in the verb kuntu. It's a very important verb as it's one of the most commonly used verbs in Arabic, just like the verb to be in English. In this sentence, kuntu is conjugated in the first person singular, أنا. Here are some simple examples of how it's used. كنت مستلقيا, I was lying. كنت خائفا, I was scared. Notice how both phrases end with that n sound. مستلقيا, خائفا. That's because of the verb كان, the base form of the verb كنت. It puts the word in the accusative case, منصوب, since it becomes a predicate, خبر. The use of the verb كان is fully explained in my upcoming course, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out.
حسناً، وماذا في ذلك؟
ماذا؟ الساحة كبيرة جدا وليست ملكا لك وحدك، هل فهمت؟
الساحة كبيرة جدا. The yard is so big. الساحة means the yard. كبيرة means big. جدا means so or very. Now look at the word كبيرة. Doesn't that pattern look familiar? We've seen something similar in the very first sentence we dealt with. الطقس جميل. We said that جميل is the خبر, predicate, because it tells us something about the subject, الطقس. It's the same here. The speaker is stating that the yard is big, so كبيرة is the خبر, predicate. It's feminine because the subject, الساحة, is feminine. Remember, the خبر always agrees with the subject in gender. Now, let's move to the second part of the sentence. وليست ملكا لك وحدك. And it's not yours alone. We've got another important word to explore. ليست. The base form of ليست is ليس. The ta is added because it refers to a feminine subject, in our case, الساحة. Let's simplify the sentence to help you understand better. الساحة ليست لك. The yard is not yours. As you can see, ليس or ليست has the same meaning as is not in English. Let's look at some examples. الساحة ليست كبيرة. الطقس ليس جميلا. Did you notice something? After adding ليست, كبيرة became كبيرة and جميل became جميلا. Why is that? It's because ليس works just like كان. In fact, these two verbs are called sisters in Arabic grammar because they have the same grammatical effect. The subject of كان or ليس is always in the nominative case. The predicate خبر is always in the accusative case. So in our examples, الساحة is the subject of ليست and كبيرة is the predicate. الطقس is the subject of ليس and جميلا is the predicate. You might wonder, why does the subject come before ليس or ليست? That's because the position is flexible in Arabic. But based on the meaning, you'll know that الساحة is the subject of ليست, not the other way around.
الجو جميل جدا اليوم ومناسب لأن آخذ قيلولتي خارج البيت. لماذا فعلت هذا أيها العملاق؟
أنا فقط من يجلس هنا.
هراء! لقد أتيت قبلك وكنت مستلقيا هنا.
حسناً، وماذا في ذلك؟
ماذا؟ الساحة كبيرة جدا وليست ملكا لك وحدك، هل فهمت؟